Hello friends, welcome back. We are studying Advanced Java Programming Unit number 4, Networking Basics. In the previous lectures, we have studied TCP/IP server sockets as TCP/IP client sockets. In the current lecture, we are going to study TCP/IP server sockets. Lecture number 35, TCP/IP server sockets. As mentioned earlier, Java has different socket class that must be used for creating server applications. The server socket class is used to create servers that listen for either local or remote client programs to connect to them on published ports. Server sockets are quite different from normal sockets. When you create a server socket, it will register itself with the system as having an interest in client connections. The constructors for server socket reflect the port number that you want to accept connections on and optionally how long you want the queue for said port to be. The queue length tells the system how many client connections it can leave pending before it should simply refuse connections. The default queue length is 50. The constructors might throw an IO exception under the adverse conditions. Here are the constructors for server socket. First is the server socket into bracket integer port throws IO exception. This constructor creates server socket on the specified port with a queue length of 50. This is the first constructor. Second constructor, server socket into bracket integer port comma integer max queue throws IO exception. This creates a server socket on the specified port with a maximum queue length of max queue. Third constructor, server socket integer port comma integer max queue comma inet address local address throws IO exception. This creates a server socket on the specified port with a maximum queue length of max queue on a multi-homed host. Local address specifies the IP address to which this socket binds. These are the three constructors for server socket. Server socket has a method called accept, which is a blocking call that will wait for a client to initiate communications and then return with a normal socket that is then used for communication with the client. Here are the examples TCP client and TCP server. In the previous lecture we have studied TCP socket class, and in this lecture we are going to study the TCP server. So both the programs, how the programs can work, we can see in these examples. First, see the output. Here first we have compiled and executed the client program, then client sends its data to the server and we are getting the output from the server. Okay, next server processes received like this. These are the two outputs for the, and to execute these programs we need to use two command prompts. From one command prompt we are executing the client program, and on another command prompt we are executing the server. First we need to execute the server program, and that server program waits for input from the client. When client requests for the service from the server, then server gives the result to the client. Like this these programs can work. See the TCP/IP client program. Here first thing we need to import the packages. Import java.io.star semicolon import java.net.star semicolon. These are the two packages. Class TCP client open curly bracket public static void main string args throws IO exception open curly bracket one variable string sentence. Next another one variable string modified sentence semicolon. Here we are used buffered reader in from user equal to new buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader into bracket system dot in bracket complete semicolon. Next socket client socket equal to new socket into bracket localhost comma 6789 bracket complete semicolon. This is the port number 6789 we have considered. Next is the data output stream out to server equal to new data output stream into bracket client socket dot get output stream method bracket completes semicolon. Next buffered reader in from server equal to new buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader into bracket client socket dot get input stream brackets complete semicolon. Next sentence equal to in from user dot read line. Sentence equal to in from user dot read line. By using readline method we are taking the input from the user. Next out to server send the data to the server out to server dot write bytes into bracket sentence plus new line single quotation slash n single quotation complete bracket complete semicolon. Next modified sentence equal to in from server dot read line. Next system.out.println into bracket double quotation from server semicolon double quotation complete plus modified sentence bracket complete semicolon. Client socket after this operation we need to close the client socket, so client socket dot close method close the curly brackets main and class. Like this client program we can write here. And after this see the compilation java c space tcp client dot java compilation is okay. After this see the second program. TCP server for this also we need to import the packages. Import java.io.star semicolon import java.net.star semicolon class TCP server open curly bracket public static void main string args throws exception open curly bracket string client sentence string capitalized sentence. These are the two variables we have taken. Server socket welcome socket equal to new server socket into bracket port number. Next while true open curly bracket while true socket connection socket equal to welcome dot accept method. Here by using this accept method server will wait for the client to connect and give the response. Buffered reader in from client equal to new buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader into bracket connection socket dot get input stream. Repeatedly consider this statement. Buffered reader in from client equal to new buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader into bracket connection socket dot get input stream close all the circular brackets semicolon. Next data output stream out to client equal to new output data output stream into bracket connection socket dot get output stream close the circular bracket semicolon. Client sentence equal to in from client dot read line method. Next system dot out dot println into bracket double quotation received double quotation complete bracket plus client sentence bracket complete semicolon. Next capitalized sentence equal to client sentence dot to uppercase method java's to uppercase method bracket complete plus single quotation slash n means new line out to client dot write bytes into bracket capitalized sentence. Now close the curly bracket, close the class, close the class. Lastly here all the curly brackets we have closed. Like this we can write the server program, and these both the programs output we can see on two command prompts here. Compilation of server program java c space tcp server dot java. Now compilation is okay. Execute this program. Java space we have written the -cp dot tcp server like this. Then pressed enter. Now server program is in waiting state, listening mode. So here there is no any output, no anything which is displayed. First thing we need to execute the server program. After this where we are shifting to the second command prompt, and from this we are sending the request to the server. Here java space execution of this client program. Now I am here writing the or out programs our input to server like this. Hi, how are you, how are you, like this I am writing sentence. Then server gives the reply to the client. Hey, from server, hi, how are you, this is the out reply from the server. Server task is that what is the data we are sending, that data it transfers to the uppercase, converts to the uppercase. Okay, this is the client server communication. These are the two programs, TCP client and TCP server. Like this these programs can work. By using this concept you can design a chatting server, chat applications, like this anything client server communication programs you can perform. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys. Study the thoroughly. Thank you.